Hey, what's up, citizens? This is President Vochelli with another team building episode for y'all on Pokemon Showdown. So this week I'm going to be doing a OU team, and yeah, I already made the team, so I'm not going to be building it live for you because I already had some stuff in mind that I wanted to do. So without further ado, let's get started. After I put on the Battle Chapeau. This helps me get in the mood for competitive thinking. So hey, first of all, we're going to be using Hawlucha, which I nicknamed Rockhawk in honor of, the Hawk wrestler from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. So, in case you haven't heard of it, Hawlucha is really good at doing synergy between its moves, its item, and its ability. So first off, it's running Power Herb, excuse me. The H is silent, which this item will make 2 turn attacks into 1. So it would work on Solar Beam or Sky Attack, which is a 140 base power attack. Usually takes 2 turns to power up, but with Power Herb, it's just going to do 1. So you can only use that attack once, competitively. But the thing is, this also activates Hawlucha's ability, Unburden, which when it loses its item, its speed doubles. So yeah, with a doubling of speed, which is already really high at 118, this thing is gonna outspeed everything. And then it has moves like High Jump Kick, 130 base attack fighting move, and Acrobatics, which has further synergy because its attack doubles when it's not holding an item, which when it uses Power Herb, it's gonna activate that. And of course, High Jump Kick and Acrobatics are both stab, along with Sky Attack. And if I want to, I can also Swords Dance to get even more power. Yeah, this thing is just absolutely amazing. It's mostly good for late game because, unfortunately, Hawlucha does only have a base 92 attack. So it needs your opponents a little tenderized before it is ready to munch down on the finished stakes that is your opponent. I completely messed up that joke. I'm so sorry. Moving on. Next we have Nightmare the Skarmory, because if you ever dealt with Skarmory, yes, it is a pain to deal with, more like a nightmare to deal with. So this thing is running Rocky Helmet, which, yeah, I can either use that, to punish any physical attackers that want to stay in on Skarmory, which is very unwise because the 140 base defense of this thing, fully invested, physical attacks aren't going to do anything, and it can just roost off any damage it receives. So anyways, you have Sturdy, just in case a hit would one hit KO it. Yeah, it has that. And then you can set up entry hazards like Stealth Rocks and Spikes. Whirlwind your opponents to keep switching them out, and then they keep taking the entry hazards damage. And of course, roosting that damage off. Now, Stealth Rocks and Spikes are especially important to my team because of Heatran here, which is named Eastwood, which I'll explain why. So basically, this thing is testing if certain Pokemon are feeling lucky, because it is running HP Ice. Now, as you probably guessed, I'm running this to counter Garchomp and Landorus switch-ins, both of which are 4 times weak to Ice moves. Now, unfortunately, HP Ice on its own, without any investment, even with Heatran's base 130 special attack, is not gonna one-hit KO either of them. And unfortunately, because they are both very, very good switch-ins on Heatran, because one Earthquake from them will easily take Heatran down. I need to invest a little bit in special attack, specifically 76 points. Because with this much investment, after Stealth Rock damage for Landorus, it is going to one-hit KO it. And that is perfect because, yet no one's going to expect this thing is running HP Ice and special attack investment. So it's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to switch in my Landorus, oh, it's going to be just fine. Oh, hidden power, I wonder which one it is. Oh, why is it going down? No, my Landorus! And it's gonna be the same story with Garchomp, except in addition to Stealth Rocks, I also need 1 layer of Spikes damage. But that should be pretty feasible because Skarmory is just so good at setting up those hazards. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this and catching people off guard. Except for you, of course, because you're seeing how my team is being built. So anyways, yeah, running leftovers, get residual recovery, flash fire, it's always good, being immune to fire attacks, which, you know, my Skarmory is weak to. Lava Plume, you know, stab, good chance of a burn. Toxic, get residual damage on walls, and Roar to also phase out opponents and get the entry hazard damage up. So yeah, that works out very, very well for me. So, anyways, yeah, Eastwood already explained. It's testing to see if Landorus and Garchomp are feeling lucky. And after the HP Ice and the entry hazards, no, they are not lucky. So next off, we have Gremlin, the Mega Sableye. So, of course, I can use this thing as a regular Sableye with Prankster and get priority recovered and Will-O-Wisp off on physical attackers. A good way to... But I also run Calm Mind because I want to set this thing up to be a Mega Sableye. And I'm fully invested in defense, so I need that special defense. You know, I need some more special defense, and Calm Mind's the way to do it. And I can, if I leave it un-Mega Evolved, I can do that with priority, outspeed any special attackers, and yep, I'll be able to resist their special attack a little more, recover off the damage, and Mega Evolve to my heart's content. Yeah, this thing is so hard to deal with after it's set up. I have 6-0 teams just with this thing alone. Now, there is one thing that can deal with it, and that's Mandibuzz, because even at +6 Calm Minds, Dark Pulse on this thing still does not do enough damage to one-hit KO it. Well, not one-hit KO, but not even do over half damage, so it can just roost it off. Mandibuzz is ridiculous. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it can also, it's also very good at taking out Clefable. Yeah, surprisingly enough, yeah, it'll be able to resist the Dazzling Gleams or Moonblast after setting up a few Calm Minds, and it'll be able to take it down with Dark Pulse. So, yeah, that's very interesting to know. Now, next off, yeah, I needed to round out my team with some good attackers, and of course, I'm running the tried and true Choice Scarf Landorus. Earthquake for stab, very powerful move. Stone Edge, also very good coverage, especially on flying type switch-ins. I also have knockoff because if I predict switch-in, I can then tell it, no, you get no item. If your friend did not want to play with me, then I don't want to play with you. And of course, U-turn to get the heckles out of there and get momentum on a switch-in. So finally, we have the Greninja, which is a bit interesting because it's fully invested in attack. There we go. And it's also a mixed attacker. Now, a physical Greninja is actually a very viable option. Because, let's see, after full investment, it gets a 289 base attack, and then you have moves like Gunk Shot, Acrobatics, Waterfall, you name it. Yeah, Greninja can do it. But also, its special attack still remains relatively high, even when not invested in. It remains at 242, and that's going to be very, very good. Because then I can run a mixed Greninja. So yeah, of course I have Gunk Shot, just 120 base, poison move, perfect for taking out Fairy Switch-ins. Also perfect for taking out Azumarill, which will usually resist Greninja's main stab moves, you know, the water and the dark stab moves. Let's see, I'm also running Shadow Sneak because I realized I didn't really have priority on this team, so yeah, I can take out my opponent's Pokemon with that. After the Protean shift, then I get stab damage on it. And of course, Dark Pulse to deal with the Psychic types in the tier, and Ice Beam to deal with the Dragon types in this tier. So yeah, oh, and I didn't announce its nickname. It's Kermit because it's a frog. Yeah, I wasn't very creative with this one. But anyways, so yeah, this is gonna be my team for this week. If you want to battle against it, look out for when I, send out battle requests on Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, but you can also, if I'm not sending out the request, you can also just, message me. Leave a post on Facebook, tweet at me, saying, oh, hey, can I battle your team on Showdown? And most likely, I'll say yes. Yeah, and we'll just set up a time from there. Let's see, other than that, if you like this video, make sure to click that like button. It is a logical thing to do. And also share this video with others if you think they'll like it. Because, well, hey, if they like it, then you're doing a good thing for them. How about that? And finally, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links to which are in the description below. And subscribe to this channel to stay updated on my videos. Thank you again for watching, and this has been President Vochelli, signing off.